Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bajan. This is my account SoCal Expeditions. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my Morimoto XB Gen 2 headlights for an 09 to 18 Ram that I purchased off CJC Off-Road. These are awesome headlights. I've had the last 2 months to check these out, and I also purchased a set of clear ones in the beginning so I could see the difference between these ambers and the clears, and I ended up going with the ambers. But I have video footage for you guys showing the difference between the two on my truck so you can get an idea for your truck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to figure out everything you need to know about purchasing these Morimotos. The first thing that I want to talk about with these headlights is the fitment. And the fitment on these are fantastic. They literally look like a one-to-one replica of the OEM headlights. And I had no problem getting everything to fit perfect. All the gaps look perfect, top and bottom. I had absolutely no problems. Plugged in, easy as that. I will say that on the back of the headlight, there's a huge assortment of wires. There's like the most insane amount of wires coming out of a headlight that I've ever seen. So getting all that to fit back in and to clip the headlight in was a bit of a pain. So if you have existing wires back there that are pinned into the frame and they're using little clips, I would pull the clips out of them and move those wires and tuck them down, so that way you have room for all of the plugs and wires that come off of these Morimotos themselves. But fitment on these things and how they look is perfect. Gaps are perfect. 10 out of 10 fitment. Not a single complaint on that. The second thing that I want to talk about are the DRLs. The DRLs will only work if the key is in and in the on position. That's it. Other than that, DRLs will not work, and the reason they will not work is because they do not have any power and ground wires running from the DRL harness. They just tap into the fuse. So right now my key's in the ignition, it's in the on position. So unlike the AlphaRex that I had before where I could just click the button, the DRLs turn on, the keys has to be in the on position or running for these to even turn on. So that is one thing to note. I will say though, these DRLs are so bright. They are 30-40% brighter than the AlphaRex. They are shockingly bright at night if the lights aren't on. When the lights turn on, the DRLs will dim down. But when it's just like this in the parking mode and the DRLs are on, they are stupid bright. So that's one thing to note. If you want a really bright DRL, these Morimotos kick ass when it comes to that. I freaking love how bright these things are, and the clear ones are shockingly bright too. So whatever they're using in the LED DRL strips, they're doing a fantastic job because it's really bright and does everything that I want. If I want a DRL, I want it to shine and really stand out, and it does a great job doing that. When it comes to light output, I feel as if these Morimotos are unmatched. These things are extremely bright, and the way that their projectors are set up, you'll have both projectors turn on for your low beam, and they shoot a good distance down the road. So that's super important if you're driving at night and you care about your distance vision, is how far you're able to see down the road. And these things do a fantastic job getting light down there. Compared to the AlphaRex series, if you're curious, those things do a really good job lighting up your foreground. So you can see really well up close to your truck. But when it comes to looking down the road, you're kind of blind. So these things do a really good job getting the light out there and getting you able to see further while you're driving. And I've been driving on these things for 2 months now, so I can say that confidently that I think these are the brightest legal LEDs that you can buy. You could always build a headlight for cheaper than buying one of these things that will outperform it in every way. But for legal full assemblies being bought, you can't beat these ones. when it comes to the build quality of these things, I will say right now, I think that the build quality of them is fantastic, but we all know that the Gen 1 Ram headlights had tons of issues. So they had a bunch of melting plastic housings and some problems. The Gen 2s, so far, we haven't had any reports of that, which is good. No hot spotting. So I will say as of now, build quality is really, really good. I would hope it to be per OEM spec or maybe even better than OEM, which is what they pride themselves in. So no complaints on build quality at all. And build quality goes with Fitment as well. So both of them are great. So as you guys heard me say, the build quality on these things is awesome. Fitment is awesome. Light output for an LED light is super good. I don't have any complaints when it comes to these headlights. I think that for the first time, I put a set of headlights on there and I'm like, wow, I really like everything about this headlight, except one thing. And that one thing is the price of these things. I think it is absolutely outrageous how much these Morimotos cost, as well as the light output you get for the cost. The light output's good, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to spending $1,500 on a headlight and getting the light output that you do from these LEDs, I'm like, well, no. These should be worth $9.99. That's literally what I think that the max of these things should be worth. And I know people are going to argue with me, well, the parts of this, that, are more than that. Maybe. But to me, $1,500 doesn't make sense. For the light output that you get, no. And lack of startup sequence and lack of DRLs on when the key is on doesn't work for me. So I will tell you right now, these headlights are coming off my truck and I'm going back to the AlphaRex, because even though that I could see further when I'm driving at night, to me, it's just not worth it. And I get to bounce around different headlights and try them out, which is cool. Most people don't get this opportunity. So I'm trying to tell you guys now, if you're looking to buy a headlight and you want looks and you can afford this, frick, yeah, buy it, because it looks awesome. But if you're concerned about light output, then build your own set of retrofits, because they will be brighter than these LEDs will be for the price. And if you just want a headlight that, you know, like looks good and works, and you don't have that much money to spend, for half the cost of these are the AlphaRex Luxx series. And right now there's Black Friday at CJC Off-Road, which is when this video is posted, 15% off those headlights. So I would much rather tell someone to get those headlights than these, because they're good. They're not great though. So that's my honest review on these things. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And I'm selling them to someone for the price that I think they should be worth, and he's going to be happy because they're worth that price. And I'm going to be happy because I got to go back to AlphaRex. So it is what it is. I want you guys to know that honestly, and that's the truthful thing to say. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep on camping. Peace out.